so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. City so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively.
Hi, it's Steve Sorrell with GTM Architects, and you're watching Good Morning Frederick.
Oh, good morning, Frederick. Oh, today is Thursday, October 30th, and I'm your host, Dani Gurrie. Welcome to the show. Welcome toward the end of the week. Let's go ahead and give you a rundown of what we're planning today. I'm going to say it's always a great show, but really great show today. We're going to go over what is happening in Frederick. Well, first, of course, we're going to have our morning roundup with Bob Miller. Randy is on the road, heading back to Ohio, finishing up getting his apartment sorted. So we're missing out on him today. He'll be back tomorrow, though. We're going to go over what is happening in Frederick. You know, I have the best calendar in all of the land. Then we're going to chat with Jennifer Amoako, I think her name is. I didn't even ask her last name last time, but she is mom to beautiful Saiylor, and she is working the journey of having a almost 4-year-old. And we've got Tracy and Michael, two of the homeowners from Skeleton Street, right off West 2nd Street in Frederick. It is causing a flurry of interest. And we have had, let me just tell you, we've put up a couple reels recently, some of them reaching almost 200,000 views. So Frederick is going crazy and beyond for Skeleton Street. All right, let's go ahead and get this show going for you. Well, we wouldn't be here without Fusion Car Wash, now with 2 locations to serve you. One on Spectrum Drive, which is full service, meaning they can mini detail the interior of your car when you're done. And then TJ Drive with some self-serve vacuums that you can take care of. Download the free Fusion Car Wash app in your app store. Sign up for their monthly membership. Add all your vehicles. Get more details at fusioncarwash.com. Well, we got Bob Miller in the studio, and we want to thank Auto Trim Design of Mid-Maryland for that. Let's bring him in. Well, good morning.
Do you notice something?
You're trimmed up nice.
No, I just walked outside.
I thought you just were slicking back after you got your haircut.
No, not at all. I just walked outside, and this is what I got. I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to go back on the show, and it's just, this is what I get.
Yeah, so you're going to let me know your weather report is that it's raining outside.
Yes, it is raining outside. Hang on for just a second. We're going to...
Okay. I love the towel.
There we go.
Dry.
Oh, you look much better now, don't I? Yeah, there you go. So
The towel dry.
it woke me up in the middle of the night. Not thunder. I just heard thunder about a half hour, 45 minutes ago.
Same. I just heard thunder a little while ago.
But the rain overnight, I have a flat roof. Well, it kind of angles a little bit, but it just pounded the roof, and I'm like, man, woke me up. My wife is still not home. Baby alert is still on board here. So
wow,
I
did
know.
they start her induction?
No, they don't have a bed for her, and so she was supposed to go in at 5 a.m. Then it was going to be 3 p.m. Then it was going to be 9 p.m. And I woke up this morning and I'm like, what's the deal? And she's like, I don't know. And I'm like, what happens if this thing starts to happen naturally?
I mean, what if naturally she just has, Lord?
Maybe they just keep her in the emergency room or something. I don't know. I being a disgusting farm boy dad that I am, I told her, I said, honey, I said, I got a jack and some chains. I said, it's like pulling a calf. We'll get that puppy out of here.
Oh my God.
She didn't look at me too lovely.
I bet.
She's not happy right now.
When you're 9 months pregnant or whatever, and you're just ready to have it done. And
all the women know when my son was born, Brian was born, apparently, I don't remember this. We went into the hospital and my wife said, I'm not leaving without a baby. So they induced her, and I don't remember what time it was, but it wasn't long after that they broke her. When they broke her water, I know we're disgusting, but they, what's biology? By gosh, we all went to school, right?
Yeah.
I was actually down with her dad getting a chicken salad sandwich. And at the hospital,
eating.
I was hungry. I was hungry. Was there all day, all night, I was hungry. And so she's like, you're fine, go. They induced her and they said it'll be a while. Then apparently it broke her water. We open up the what are those things? The elevator. And I hear this screaming. And I'm like, Mr. Rickard, that sounds like Linda. And it was Linda. And I mean, I walked in just as Brian was making his triumphant entry into the world.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. And then here's the hilarious part is that they were having a lot of babies that day. And the doctor, I think it was Dr. Riza. I think that's who it was. Or maybe Dr. Skipper, one of the two doctors that my wife went to at that time. Nurse comes in and goes, Doctor, we have another issue. A baby just gave birth into the toilet. And I'm like, oh, my God. That's gracious. Hang on, kids. How does that happen? I don't know, but
yeah.
I mean, I look. I know we're disgusting. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
It's not disgusting. It's a beautiful thing.
It is a beautiful thing, but not in a toilet.
Have grandchild number 3, which is
grandchild number 3. I did ask Erin. I was down there the other night, and I did ask her. I said, "Do we now know a name?" And she said, "Yes." And I'm like, "What is it?" And she goes, "Not going to tell you." I'm like, okay, fine. I'm just I'm half the part that brought you into the world. I mean, don't worry about it. Hey, unless they're going to surprise me and it's going to be Bob. And that's what I'm hoping for. Bobby Wren.
Not going to happen. I don't think. Not going to happen.
I don't think so either. So that's okay.
Now, is she local here in Frederick or is she somewhere else?
She's in Timonium.
That's
so
right.
She's in Baltimore area, Timonium area, and I guess they're pretty happy with who they have.
Very good.
So she did her first. She did her first pregnancy was in one of those birthing centers.
Okay.
Where you have it in a hot tub or something.
Yeah.
and then, but they sent you home right away.
Yeah.
It's like you had the baby, clean you up, and off you go.
Yeah, and then that's like as close to a home birth as you can possibly get some of those places. So they really, how's Lolly hanging in?
Lolly's
sleeping on the couch and
Lolly's okay. She, she was telling me, she's like, I could have been home, and I'm like, I know, but you had a pillow fight with the granddaughter. You're playing. She helped clean up the house a little bit. She's doing the Lolly things, and I'm like, look, you are making memories that you will have forever, hanging out there. And I'm like, yeah, it's going to be a little tough. I said, the real problem is there's a silver thing over here to my right, and it's supposed to wash dishes. That's what they tell me.
Right.
I'll operate it, and I'm like, am I gonna have to go out and get stuff from somewhere else to eat because I plates and bowls.
Wait a minute. There is a sink with running water there, right?
Well, today in the news, Jessica Fitzwater is planning on. Well, I could take you a picture of it's full. It is. It's full of dishes, waiting for Lolly to come back home. No, I guess I have a second job, which is going to end tomorrow or maybe even today. I don't know. But it's hard to get things done except at nighttime, and then that's when I got to do everything. So
trust me.
I forgot to call Randy again. Is that why he's not here? He's boycotting me?
Well, I got an earful yesterday about how I don't know what's going on. Bob said he was going to call right after, didn't call.
But you said you had a podcast. I can't call right after because you guys are continuing doing the show. Right?
Oh, he would have taken your call.
Oh, that's nice of him. That's nice of him. We're going to hang out a lot more, Randy and I.
I know. You can call him today. He's driving to Ohio and coming back later. So.
Oh, man, that's a drive.
Left at 4 this morning. Said it's been pouring the whole way.
In the rain.
Yeah, in the
rain. Yeah, the bad rain, too.
On the turnpike, even.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope he's okay. I hope
don't envy that drive, but it'll be the last time for a while. So
yeah.
Anything else exciting happening?
Well, you know what? Frederick County Executive Jessica Fitzwater says, you know what? It's the worst kept secret out there. I do plan on running. I haven't made it official yet, but I do plan on running. I can't imagine not filing for the office next year, which, we all knew was going to happen. I mean, she could go back to her $30,000 a year, music teacher job or, get to $150K. That is the, for the office of, the county executive.
Yep.
I can't imagine anybody filing to run against her in the Democratic Party. It'll be, I don't know. I'm looking forward to find out who might try to run against her in the general election, but that's what we have so far.
I'm wondering who's going to step up there to run against her.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. There's people have said, well, Chuck Jenkins should do it. People have said some other names, but it even whatever it is, it will be a long road for whoever runs against her. So
and we got our local election for our city mayor and council coming up next week. So
they had early voting. 320 ballots were cast during early voting in the city elections, and that is only one location. They only open up one location, so you have to go out to Trinity Church over there by Harry Grove Stadium and Nimio Field to vote in early elections. There was a story in the paper today where there are 15,000 unaffiliated voters in Frederick City.
Wow.
11,000 Republicans, and I forget the 13,000, 15,000, maybe even more Democrats. But I thought that unaffiliated number was a pretty big number.
That's huge.
More people being unaffiliated just gives them not the right to vote in the primaries, but that's a pretty big number for people who are just tired of the parties.
Right. And I think that is where politicians today have to be wiser about their marketing, because when you're sending to your own party's lists, you're not reaching a majority of people who have the capacity to swing the election. And that's, they really need to get better about how they're getting the messaging out. So
I don't want to, if I lose you, I don't want to lose you, but I have to, I don't know how Randy does it with his computer, but he's much better at it than I am. I saw an article where there's a 90 percentile of people who are taking the Moderna vaccine. 91% of patients in a study shows cardiovascular side effects from the Moderna vaccine. And I truly believe that if you got the jab, it could come back and be kind of bad for some people. Not everybody, obviously, right. But there are some people out there, just like when you got the flu, the whatever it is, you didn't get the jab, but COVID, thank you. But this is going to be a problem. And I have a feeling lawyers are going to rake in a whole bunch of money on lawsuits coming up, because 91% of people
That is, it's shocking. It is frightening. It's really sad that people were forced in order to keep their jobs or go to college or do whatever to, there was no choice in that matter for a lot of people. And there have been we've known this. We've known it actually because though not widely publicized, there were many people who were dropping dead from heart attacks, who were athletes, young people, not your typical patient out of the blue having enlarged hearts. There's been a lot of things, and this is what happens when things are rushed through and it's not given its due time to test and find out what's going on. It's horrible. And yes, of course the lawyers are going to jump in on this one because, it's just a terrible tragedy.
Yep, absolutely. And we're only a day away from a lot of SNAP benefits being ended. And we see people on TikTok saying they're going to loot, they're going to rob, they're going to steal. And then I saw somebody post online where they saw somebody at a fast food restaurant taking EBT. And I'm not sure if that's the kind of food that the SNAP program wanted you to eat. And said they bought, 30 pieces of chicken or something like that.
I mean, I've seen people who are on benefits doing the wise thing, stocking up on non-perishables and things for their family so that they can feed their families during this tough time. Look, I will say this. Frederick County is extraordinarily lucky because the community here is so generous. I am going to bet that if there is someone who is struggling, well, first of all, reach out to me and I will make sure you get what you need because that's what this county does. So I'm certainly hoping that people don't loot or steal or do things like that. You should not have to do that.
No.
I obviously can't speak for every city, every municipality. First, start looking at your church, a local church or organization. First of all, they'll be able to point you in the right direction. They will help you. I guarantee you, you've got to ask for it. You got to look for it, but it's out there. So I'm just saying, come reach out to me. I will help. If you know of a family who's struggling, reach out to me. We will get them the help that they need. We just interviewed the Michelle Ott from the Housing Authority, who's doing the turkey distribution coming up in a couple weeks at Key Stadium. 1,200 boxes for Thanksgiving. I know that that's not every meal. The food bank, we're going to keep pushing to make sure that thing stays full. So let's not resort to craziness if it's not necessary. We can help you.
Yeah, and I know, and look, I mean, there are people who will always take advantage of a situation, but there are people who don't take advantage of their situation and reach out for help, and they need to be able to do that. I've helped hand out those turkeys for the people in the cars, and it's a fun day. It's a lot of work, but I also know the Frederick Rescue Mission hands out food every single day.
Every single day.
Every single day. They don't turn anybody away.
Right. And they do breakfast and dinner?
They do breakfast and lunch, and then the other one is the Community Action Center does dinner.
Community Action Agency does dinner. Look, let me just tell you again, if you are in need, and you're right, there are a lot of people that probably need help that aren't asking for it. But look, when it comes down to it, if you need to feed your kids, if you need to feed your pets, please let me know. I will take it upon myself to find you what you need. There's a lot of great stuff out there. And if you're new to this, then I understand how overwhelming it can seem, but we will get you there. So,
well, let's just hope that Congress gets, there's enough blame on both sides. But when you have one party sitting there saying this is the only leverage we have, that's shameful that you're putting party and politics before people.
Well, and here's what's really shameful, and I think everyone can agree on both sides. The fact that Congress is still getting a paycheck, I mean, that is laughable. The fact that they're not all standing up saying, I'm not taking a salary right now, or I'll donate it all to the food kitchens, or I'll donate it all back to my state, whatever that is. Not one of them that I've seen is doing that. And that's shameful.
Yeah.
Digging in your heels and doing this while people are not getting paid is this now the longest shutdown we've had modern
Yep.
day? Yeah.
Yep.
Modern day. And right before the holidays. And I know that, the Democrat Party wants to make everybody uncomfortable so that people maybe give in. But I think holding the Americans hostage on this is just ridiculous.
It is. And I'll leave on a very fun note. Today is National Candy Corn Day.
Oh, I love candy corn.
I do too.
You do too, Randy, and I love candy corn.
But
People
I will tell you that my doctor
corn.
says no.
That's the anti-candy corn patch right there.
That's the anti-candy corn patch right now. The doctor says you got
on candy corn, and I love it.
I
even love the pumpkins.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And some people don't know that it's over 100 years old. Like Chris, that guy who used to hang out with us, he hates candy corn. And I'm like, well, it's 100 years old, so it can't be all wrong.
It's been around.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to resemble a piece of corn.
It is, and it does, and I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I bite off just the colors individually. Sometimes I just pop the whole thing in. Depends how I feel.
Sometimes I just open the bag and go.
I can say this though, not a fan of the brown one. I like the original, and that's the one I stick with.
Well, maybe they'll get some white chocolate candy corn.
I still have my ration in my desk drawer in case you get hungry when you're at the station.
Well, be careful because somebody will find that. All right.
I know. It's all good. All right, my friend. Have a great day.
Thank you very much.
We'll talk to you tomorrow to wrap up the week and kick off some exciting stuff for you the following week. So
yes, we're so excited. You can see it in my face.
I can. And I hope the baby comes soon. And Lolly, you'll have to keep us posted.
Right. Yeah, I hope so too. Yeah.
All
and
right.
everybody's safe and happy and healthy.
That's the most important part. All right. Take care.
Thank you.
All right. We'll be back in just a minute. We got, let's see, what do we got? We got Happening in Frederick coming up after our break. Plus, we're going to chat with Jennifer, whose daughter Saiylor has been diagnosed with autism and her journey on that. And Tracy and Michael, two of the homeowners from Skeleton Street, will be on, and you'll get a little preview. Randy and I went out there last night to check things out, and it is just spectacular in person as well as on the video, which has gotten hundreds of thousands of views, which is so cool. All right, we'll be back right after this.
Cosmic Healing handcrafted small batch tinctures and transdermal salves, double third-party tested for quality you can trust. If you've got pain, headaches, or anxiety, our products are here to help you find relief. Patient over profits mindset, 'cause we're patients too. CosmicHealing.com.
Real estate goddess, yeah. She's the one to get you there. Homes and dreams are perfect, yeah. Shining finally beyond compare.
At Colonial Jewelers, we're celebrating 77 years in downtown Frederick. During the month of October, everything in the store will be on sale. With the area's largest selection, it's the best time for early holiday shopping or making a special purchase with interest-free financing. The Colonial Jewelers Anniversary Sale, celebrating 77 years as Frederick's premier jeweler. The Colonial Jewelers Box. There's just more in it.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is powered by Ken's Automotive and Transmissions, Total Car Care. Need an oil change or brakes? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can take care of that. How about exhaust or engine work? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can do that too. No matter what you need for your car, Ken's Automotive and Transmissions is Total Car Care. Go to kenstrans.com to schedule an appointment today.
All righty, ready to be updated about what is happening in Frederick? I got you.
Sponsored by Taco Bar in Frederick and Gaithersburg and Taquito in Hagerstown. Taco Bar is in West Point Plaza, off Route 40 in Frederick and at 3 Russell Avenue in Gaithersburg. And Taquito is at 812 Frederick Street in Hagerstown. Taquito offers the same great quality food with a drive-through experience. TacoBar1.com or Taquito by TacoBar.com.
Oh, yes. If you're looking for great food, there's a couple of places you can do that in Frederick, Gaithersburg, and Hagerstown. All right. If you want to see the calendar, all you got to do is go to the link that's in the video's description you're watching right now. We do still have some eggs out there. Look, I am trying to delete the pictures of the ones that are out there. But if you go to the Good Morning Frederick Facebook page, you click on photos, you're going to have to scroll down. There's a few of them left. Here's the thing. We've had about 175 turned in. Sunday is the last day, Sunday at 4 p.m. So I know we're going to get an influx of people today, tomorrow, and until Sunday at 4 o'clock. We are still looking for the $500 winner. We're still looking for the Beth Oler Group basket winner. We got some car washes from WLR Auto Spa Express. We got Red Horse gift cards, 10th Ward tastings, tree trekker certificates, and more. So, and you can also win some Good Morning Frederick merch. We've been giving away t-shirts and our Bluetooth speakers and cups, Maryland Lottery scratch-offs, of course. So it is still happening, but it is winding down. And the ones that are still out there, if they are, and somebody didn't just pick it up and walk away, and not open the egg, which is possible. It is possible that it happened. Then we'll wrap that up. But we're going to start a new contest very shortly. We're going to do one with Christmas lights. It's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to be able to get some Maryland Lottery scratch-offs just by texting in a photo of your house and Christmas lights and or decorated for the holiday. We're going to want to see it. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, Toys for Tots. Asking you to drop off new unwrapped toys in the bin at Del Rancho in Westridge Square. All right. I'm going to be doing a live remote on Black Friday from Westridge Square, more towards the Burlington Coat Factory, and I'll have bins out there for that. So if you want to save and come out and see me, you can do that on November 28th, Black Friday, from 1 to 3 p.m. But we are collecting for the kids with the Marines, the kids of Frederick County. We want them to have a great Christmas. Let's see. Trick or treat is happening, and I'm not sure with the weather. Hopefully this clears up. I'm not sure of the forecast. You're going to want to check the VSC, Veteran Service Center, to see if their trick or treat is still on this evening. They are doing a hayride. There's supposed to be fire trucks and all that kind of good stuff. Okay. Tomorrow's Halloween night. There's a ton of great stuff going on at Halloween. And let me just grab this. I'm trying something new and it's on my screen. Here we go. The trick or treat at Tree Trekkers, noon to 7. You can get your tickets at treetrekkersmd.com. 7 to 11 p.m. You got the AmVets costume party. It's open to the public. 702 East South Street is where the AmVets is located, over kind of near the fairgrounds. 8 o'clock, you can head to Halloween Town at Bentstown with a DJ party, or you can head over to the Halloween Monster Mash dance party at Rockwell. No cover at that one. And I just got a text from somebody the other day saying they're heading out there for that. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. 9 p.m. I forgot to change it again, not 9 a.m. The Shuckin' Spook Show is at Shuckin' Shack, downtown Frederick. And at 9:40, if you've never seen the Rocky Horror Picture Show, it is a spectacle, and it's the 50th anniversary. For all you Gen Xers, though it is a little late night, it is after, trick-or-treat is over, so you can hand out the candy and head over to Warehouse Cinemas to see the Rocky Horror Picture Show at 9:40. On November, and when you're there, just wave to me. I'm on the big screen at Warehouse Cinemas. You can be on the big screen too. You just got to reach out. Go to warehousecinemas.com/advertising. I get a text at least once a week of somebody saying, hey, I saw you on the big screen. So shout out to Warehouse Cinemas for that. November 1st is Second Chances Garage Road Rally. That kicks off at 8:30 at Frederick Keys Stadium. You can sign up on the day. It's a lot of fun. It's like a scavenger hunt in your car. You're going to want passengers to join you, and it raises money for a great organization in Second Chances Garage. 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. is First Saturday in downtown Frederick. Well, 11 to 4 is when we're open at 401 North Market Street. You can check out the pop-up vendors. We've got a TikTok table where we have some of the items that we've received TikTok shop that we are selling. You can get them at a good discount, at least see them in person. And we also have a yard sale area where there are bargains galore that we have sourced for you. 5 to 9 p.m. is the first annual benefit concert, the Moose Lodge. That benefits Common Ground. We heard from Elizabeth Tate recently about that event and all the great work Common Ground is doing for our veterans and first responders. And then 6 to 8 p.m., the Harlem Wizards take on Team Frederick at FCC. And 6 to 8, you can head over to Taco Bar. They've got face painting and a photo booth to celebrate the Day of the Dead, the Dia de Muertos celebration. That happens on the 1st and the 2nd. You can go from 4 to 6 p.m. as well at Taco Bar. Get some great food and some fun for the family there. November 7th, that is the 400th show celebration. We're going to do that from 9 to 11 a.m., 401 North Market Street. Next week, I'm going to kick off all the details. I'm really looking, if you want to join us, I would love for you to join us at that event, 9 to 11 on November 7th. 5 to 8 p.m., the lights on the trees downtown are illuminated, and it kicks off, what do they call it, the light walk in downtown Frederick, where all the lights in the parking garages, the disco ball, all the fun stuff in downtown, great photo spots. We're going to cover them on this show. Now that I have my brother here, we're going to be able to show you what these lights all look like and put some videos out for that too. At 8 p.m. on November 7th, it's Over the Limit Comedy Fest, and that is benefiting Safe Ride Foundation. It's at the Weinberg Center. Jump on weinbergcenter.org right now. Get your tickets. It's going to be really fun. Todd Berry, I can't wait. I've got some tickets I'll be giving away. We'll talk about that next week as well. And then on November 13th, I want you to join me at Antietam World Travel Service. That is when we learn all about the Alaskan cruise with Princess Cruises. And it's actually the cruise plus the land. It's a trip we're doing in June of 2026. And we want you to come along. It's going to be a ton of fun, I tell you. It's you can just come on out and listen. You don't even have to go on the cruise, but I'm going to bring some goodies to give away if you join me that evening from 5 to 7 p.m. All right. If you have an event you want included on the calendar, all you have to do is email it to everythingfredericklive@gmail.com or send it to me through social media, and I will be sure to get it up for you. And yeah, it's going to be, look, I'm telling you, Frederick still has a ton of events going on in and around the area. It does not slow down, even though the weather makes you want to slow down. I'm telling you, today would be a great pajama day, but it can't happen because the shop is open at 11 a.m. and we got to get Mama Cone over there, and we got to have some good fun at the shop at Everything Frederick. All right, let's see, what else do we have? All right, we're going to take one more quick break, and then we're going to come back with, you're going to meet Jennifer, mom to Saiylor, and you're also going to meet two of the homeowners from Skeleton Street right here in Frederick. That comes up just after this.
At Mid-Atlantic Chiropractic, we understand how pain can hold you back. We're here to understand what you're going through. For a limited time, you can schedule your first visit for just $50. Give us a call and mention Good Morning Frederick, and let's get you feeling better.
Hey, if you're like me and you've always wanted to go to Alaska, well, you can join me. Antietam World Travel Service is putting everything together for June 9th through the 20th, 2026. We're going to do the land and the sea. It's going to be wonderful. You can get all the information at AntietamTravel.com. Go there right now and just express your interest, and we will answer any questions that you have, but you can join me. Let's go to Alaska. Let's see all the great stuff Alaska has. June 9th through 20th, 2026.
All right. A&S Construction is a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business. They're located right here in Frederick, servicing Frederick County and surrounding areas. Now, today is a good day for you to look around your home to see if you may have any leaking. If your gutters are not, if the water is spilling up and over your gutters, that's could cause some issues down the track for your foundation. Contact Sandra at A&S Construction, and she can come out and do a quote. They do roofing and siding. They can also take care of your windows and gutters. And though right now is probably not the best time to think about building a new patio or a deck, you can plan for it maybe in the spring as well. Give Sandra a call. Go to the website, ansconstruction.net, or give her a call, 301-703-2157. All right. A friend of mine, Sierra from Frederick Lifestyle Magazine, sent me an introduction to Jennifer. She is mom to Saiylor, who is been diagnosed with autism. And we talk about her journey as a mom and as a woman in the pharmaceutical industry on having a young child and having two kids, actually, but one who has been diagnosed with autism. So I got a chance to meet Jennifer, and here's how that went.
We are at the home of everything Frederick. That's 401 North Market Street, right in downtown. Met a new friend, Jennifer.
Hi.
Welcome so much. Do you prefer Jennifer?
Jen or Jennifer is totally fine.
So you're a mom of two young girls.
Yes.
One of your children happens to have autism. Was recently diagnosed when? At what age?
So 2 years old.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And she's almost 4. Almost 4.
Yeah.
Okay. So this has been a 2-year journey for you.
Yes.
Yeah. And we've been talking about it a little bit before this. First of all, welcome to Good Morning Frederick. Thank you so much for taking the time to come out, because I think that this is more prevalent than we talk about children with autism. I mean, I think when I had kids, it might have been 1 in 20, and now it's like 1 in 4 or something nuts. Do you know, what are those numbers? I might be making all that up.
No, you're fine. So the recent statistics is 1 in 31.
1 in 31. Okay.
1 in 31, but you're right.
Maybe it was 1 in 100 or
Correct.
1 in 100. Because I was an older mom.
Okay.
So I knew I had higher risks of certain things. So 1 in 31. That's a lot.
It is a lot.
That's a lot. We got to figure out what's happening. What's happening, you know?
And a lot of what's happening is unknown right now. There's still research.
Well, there's a lot of theories.
There's a lot of
There's a lot of theories and people freaking out about the theories. But you got to start somewhere, right? You got to start somewhere. You have a background in pharmaceutical, and we were just saying that I can only imagine that a diagnosis like this for one of your own children led you on this crusade or path to figure it out.
Absolutely.
Or figure out how to get your daughter help she needs.
Yes, absolutely. It's like you said, I'm a pharmacist by trade. And so my personality plus that research background there helped me say, no, I see something. I need to find a solution and get my little one the help that she needs. Yeah.
And this is so important for parents, especially if you as a person are typically introverted and not direct or forthcoming. You, even with your first child, knew that it was something, though you might not have been able to put your finger on it. And as a parent, you have to advocate for your kids. Your feelings, don't ever let anybody shut those down. Find the person that hears you and helps you, I think, because too often we listen to maybe one person who says, oh, don't worry about it. And then you're kicking a can down the road when you didn't have to.
I completely agree. I completely agree. And you're right. I think too, a lot of the times we don't want to say our child is not normal, excuse me. And so you don't want to get the help. But my big push and my big conversation is that you do want to intervene early. Right? Because the earlier the intervention, that's where you can get the most help. And we all know kids learn so much, especially at a young age.
Sure.
So to get them the support services that they need is so crucial.
Yeah.
And Saiylor was diagnosed at 2.
Yeah.
And so once she got that diagnosis, that's when you start figuring out what works.
Well, you have a new path, right? And I think while it's not, you're not hoping for those things. Once you know, at least it sets you forward in a way that at least you have confidence to speak on it, that this is what we know my daughter has.
Yeah.
So I love her name. It's Saiylor.
Saiylor. Yeah.
Saiylor. And your other daughter is River?
Correct. Yeah, River.
Those are beautiful, beautiful names.
Thank you so much.
How is it as a mom and a woman to have gone on this journey so far for you?
Yeah, it's been hard.
Yeah.
You know, I grieved.
Yeah.
In the beginning, I cried.
No doubt.
You know, I just thought when Saiylor was 2, she had no words.
Yeah.
You know, she wasn't responding to her name. So I just kept thinking, like, who's going to be there for Saiylor?
Yeah.
It wasn't as I didn't think she was my daughter. It's just I was so scared of the world and how the world was going to treat Saiylor.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, the grieving part, I 100% hear, because you watch the movies and TV and your child but you're supposed to have this incredible bond and you're supposed to be besties and all that stuff, when in reality that doesn't even occur if your child doesn't have a diagnosis like Saiylor. But you are literally thinking about the rest of her life. In an instant, you're thinking, holy cow, it's going to be me or my family or some, you know, the caretaking is just a totally different path.
Yes.
Now, I do not know a lot about autism. So when you're measuring on a scale or things like that, where is she? Where does she fall in all of that?
That's a really good question. So when you get the diagnoses, right, yes, you're going to look and see per the symptomology, how or where she falls on the spectrum, right? And one thing I want to clear up, when people hear spectrum, they think linear or a line, but that's not what it means. It's not, are you a little autistic,
right?
Or are you, are you a lot of autistic?
Yeah.
It's not like that. It's more of a will, right? And then where are your challenges?
Right.
So yes, to make it simple, when we first, let me backtrack. When she was in this program that's in Maryland called Infants and Toddler, her speech language pathologist, SLP, at the time thought Saiylor's around the moderate severe.
Okay.
And when she said that, I thought, oh my God, is my child ever going to talk? Is my child any all of this? Once she got all of the support services, I can say the symptomology of the autism, which complicate her challenges of communication, has significantly decreased.
That's amazing. That's so good. That's such good news for parents who might just be entering this whole world, right? To understand that it's not a forever diagnosis. It's constantly evolving and changing depending upon what you're able to get for your child.
Yes.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
You're right. You'll always be autistic.
Sure.
But with the early intervention, the symptoms of autism can decrease.
Right.
So Saiylor is able to talk now.
Nice.
You know, is it always functional? Is it always, can she always comprehend everything? No.
Right.
But it is so much better than if I had not gotten her the help.
Right.
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 You know, she started out learning sign language, basic sign language. She started out with what we call an AAC device, which is an alternative communication. So it's kind of like an iPad, and she would just point and speak to her needs. Right. If I'm hungry, she'll hit the button for food.
Right.
So now she's using a lot more verbal communication. I can see she's having some comprehension, a lot more comprehension.
Nice.
So just to backtrack, I would say that she's around moderate.
Okay.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
To make it simple, she has a long way to go, but she's progressing so well.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's great. At what point did you decide that documenting, which I can only imagine is cathartic for you, and to get support from a community of people, to find people who are also going through the same things. How has that whole part been?
That part was like relieving to be able to say, I'm not going to be part of the problem. I want to be part of the solution. So to document it and to express it and talk about it, I almost feel as I'm allowing Saiylor to one day to be able to say, yeah, I have autism, but guess what else I can do?
Right, right. It doesn't define her,
it
right?
It doesn't define
Just
her.
like all of our children.
Yeah.
Like, again, you get a child that might be labeled chatty or too talkative or too whatever, right?
Yes.
You don't ever want your child to live to the label. You want people to understand there's so much more to them, right?
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
You know, Saiylor has this fixation on numbers. You know, she will stare at some numbers and I'm like, ooh, what does that mean? Are you going to be a astronaut or you know, mathematician, engineer? Like, what does that mean? But she also loves music.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Those are great.
Yeah.
Well, it's, I think, I would imagine for your first time going public had to have been both frightening and relieving.
Yes.
Because it is just like you're speaking the words out in public beyond your family. And, you know, then it's out there and then you just move on, right?
Yeah. You're so right. You're right. There's no turning back.
No, there's no turning back. You're out there for it.
I'm out there. It was scary.
Yeah, I bet.
If I'm honest, it was scary.
Of course.
I think what kind of finally gave me that courage is obviously first and foremost my daughter.
Yeah.
And then all of the news.
Yeah.
All of the buzz that they're a burden to society
or
they're
don't listen to that.
I know.
Not all of us believe that, but I get it. But I get it.
Yes,
I get it.
Yes.
Yeah. So I love the fact you've chosen the positive route to look at the positive, to put out the real, but the positive as well. All right. So how can people follow your journey and where should they go?
Absolutely. So we are on Instagram.
Okay.
And her handle is at Saiylor_Rose.
Okay.
Let me spell it because Saiylor is spelled a little bit different. Yeah. So Saiylor is SAIYLOR
I love it.
_ROSE.
Awesome. We'll make sure that's on screen so it's easy for people to comprehend. We appreciate you sharing the story though. We hope Frederick wraps its arms around you both, your entire family, of course, for sure, and allows you to blossom within this whole journey, because I do think it's important to showcase the realness of it, but at the same time that there are successes and failures, just like in any child's life. It's not specific to Saiylor and to you, but just in a different form.
Absolutely.
So I think Frederick, I hope again will continue to support you and you find the answers you need and the opportunities for your daughter.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
And thanks for having me here today.
Well, we love it. You're welcome anytime.
Thank you.
We might have to have you back in a while and just keep us updated on how she's doing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we appreciate it. This is Jennifer. Her daughter is Saiylor Rose, and we'll make sure that's on screen. Follow her journey.
Yes.
See if you are experiencing the same thing or somebody you know. Maybe put them in touch with Jennifer and she can help you as well. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Oh, what a great one. All right. Now have you seen Skeleton Street in Frederick? Oh my goodness. If you haven't, you're missing out. You're going to have to get over there tomorrow for sure. We're going to talk about these great people of Frederick.
Sponsored by Intense Barbecue. Family-owned barbecue food truck and catering company cooking in small batches to ensure that the food is the freshest it can be. Intense Barbecue can cater your events and they do any kind of food. It doesn't have to be barbecue. Find them at SEBBQ.com and satisfy your meat tooth. Sponsored by Lawn Squad. Quick and easy quote, and you can be on your way to having the best lawn in the neighborhood. Watch the progress as Brian from Lawn Squad brings Dani's lawn back to life. Visit lawnsquad.com.
All right. Well, if you haven't been to Skeleton Street yet, you got to get over there maybe tonight or tomorrow for sure for trick or treating. I got to sit down with Tracy and Michael, two of the homeowners on Skeleton Streets and the founders of this great now tradition. Here they are.
All right, I am inside one of the homes of Skeleton Street. We've got Tracy and Michael and Jameson. Hi, baby. This has been such a phenomenon, and I know you guys have been hard at work for 7 years.
Yes.
So tell me how this began, because you have a beautiful set of homes here off Baker Park, and how did you come up with this idea?
It really wasn't pre-planned. Michael does a beautiful Christmas display, and he and I have been friends since we actually walked in to look at our house. Michael came over and we immediately hit it off, and he's one of my best friends, and he's like a brother to me.
Yeah.
And they do a beautiful Christmas display. And so after seeing that the first year, I said, well, what do you do for Halloween? And he says, well, I'm always working on Halloween. He was director of behavioral health at Meritus. We're still there. And I always work. And I said, well, it's a Saturday this year, you know, come on, you know. And he said, well, I don't have any Halloween decorations. And I was at Home Depot and I saw the pirate ship, and I took a picture and I sent it to him as a joke. And I said, well, if you get this, you'll have all of your holiday decorations in one. And I expected an eye roll emoji, and instead I got back, I love it. So as a second joke, I said, well, if you get one and we get one, we could have a pirate ship battle. And it came back all caps. That's a great idea. And I thought, what have I gotten myself into? And I went home and told my husband, I said, well, honey, what do you think? And he was in the Navy for 29 years. He commanded 3 submarines. So he's like, pirates, yeah. And it grew from 2 simple pirate ships and maybe 1 extra skeleton each into what it is today. We feed off of each other's energy. And
it really has expanded tremendously. I looked at pictures from the first year that we ever did this. And it's like, if you were to look at then and now, you're like, you've blown it into an amusement park.
Well, look, how fun. And I imagine the huge displays of is like 34th Street down in Baltimore during Christmas.
Right.
And I'm sure it started like this, right? Where it just kind of grew into this thing that now I know nobody who lives on this street could ever not decorate like this, I guess.
Everyone has just jumped in, and it's been so fun to see. And the house on the corner doesn't have anything up right now, but that's because he sets up Halloween Day, and he does something different every year. But no, it's really, really creative, and it's different every year. So it's like the big reveal of what's Jason doing.
Okay.
So we do pirates, but we change it up each year. Like Michael has added new props this year that now move.
Yeah.
And mine is I create little vignettes, little scenes. So I have these little 3-foot skeletons. So they're always doing something different, cavorting and wreaking havoc and little mischief here and there. So we change it up, and it's nice because we put a lot of time into it, and you think, do people really see? And I just had a couple walk by. They're like, oh, we came to see what you did different this year.
The joy you're bringing to thousands of people. And let me just tell you, hundreds of thousands on the internet. My brother posted a couple reels on my Good Morning Frederick page. One, I think, has 150,000 views.
Wow.
One is inching up to 200,000 views.
Really?
So I'm telling you, yes, you guys are internet famous, or your houses are anyway. So you're bringing a lot of joy to people, and I had no idea. We're definitely going to make a stop here Halloween night. I didn't realize so many people came.
Yes.
You handed out candy to thousands.
Yes. This year I've made 1,325 treat bags, but we have extra because I know we'll go through it. Last year I made 1,200, and we kind of flew through it. So there is backup, but I drew out 2 scenes from the front of his house and 2 scenes from the front of my house, and used a archaic Japanese silkscreen machine and put them on there. And so we have it set up. It helps things move quickly. We started it with COVID. We put tables down in the front, and then we dress up as pirates. We kind of go all in.
And even Jameson dresses up as a pirate.
Even Jameson dresses up. So
I love it.
I think one of the things that's, because this has become such a big event and everything, my whole thing is in regards to giving back to Frederick. So one of the ideas that I came up and I've been talking to Tracy about is regards to finding a charity so that people can come by, scan and donate money to an organization such as the SPCA or Advocates for Homeless Families. Any organization where we can give back, I think would be a phenomenal piece, because I'm still in awe in regards to how many people have actually come by and look at this night after night after night. And the joy that we see, people just smiling, laughing, and pointing at everything.
Yeah,
And saying
I mean,
it's
this
like
is like Vegas to me. Like we just were looking, and it's like, oh my gosh, we never noticed that. You could walk by here every day.
And that's
So-
what people have done.
Yeah.
They say they literally, and especially during COVID, I mean, that's what really kicked it into gear for us, was the response that we got from people saying, hey, thank you so much for doing this, because we get out of the house, we can safely social distance, we come by literally every day to see what you guys have done differently. And then when you have that kind of response and you have people saying, you're bringing me joy during a difficult time, I mean, take my heart and rip it, definitely. And so that feeds it. But we've heard of other people who have done fundraising for their Halloween or Christmas decorations, like St. Jude's. It's a big one with the 12-foot skeleton. But both Michael and I are tied into certain organizations here in Frederick. For me, Women's Giving Circle. Both of our families involved with Advocates for Homeless.
We love that.
Obviously, he loves SPCA. So we might do that next year.
Yeah, I mean, again, I don't think anyone would blink twice to give back to something you guys feel passionate about, for you bringing them all this
Just
joy.
a direct link to that organization.
Right.
Nothing to do with us.
Exactly. And that's the biggest thing that I want people to understand.
Awareness.
We're not taking any of that.
Right.
It goes to
Absolutely
a
not.
charity.
No, it's just to bring awareness for causes that are
All
near
right.
to our
So
heart.
when does planning begin? Like November 1st, or are you?
We generally start around June or July with creating ideas. It's funny because there's times when we're like, I have an idea, but I'm not telling you until it gets closer to the big event.
Gotcha.
So it's a big surprise for both of us to see what the
sometimes
other
we have
person...
some overlap.
Okay.
Which is really funny, because I'm like, oh, I'm going to do a guy who's walking a plank, walking the plank, and he got it up before I did. I'm like,
And I heard you actually built the tentacles from the how. That's fancy.
I take pride in regards to, I look at things and going, I would like to try that.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll be able to do it, but for the tentacles in itself, that is just chicken wire, pool noodles up inside of it in spray foam, and then I just formed it and then painted it.
I mean, you say that, and if I were to do the same thing, it wouldn't look anything like that. It's
again, I take challenges and I try to meet it, and I'm happy with how things have actually turned out for it. So each one of my props, I was like, okay, I did it again with something different and creative.
And it's fun because he sends me the process pictures, and it's really neat because we show each other what we're doing, and then we'll have little surprises for each other. So like, oh, here's what I did, and he's like, oh wow, that's great. And I'm like, oh, Michael, that's fabulous.
So let me ask, the first year, was it just the two houses?
Yes.
And then eventually your neighbors down the way joined in?
Yeah.
That's really great.
It's really blown up and expanded, and I like the fact, I wish that everyone would do a pirate theme, but seeing the different aspects of what they do. I mean, the ski people down on the very end.
And the disco party.
The disco party right next door. So everyone's got their own little taste on it. Across the street, you have Lori and Darius, whose place they've done completely surrounded in regards to the house. The witches and the circle and everything.
Because it looks like it's such a neat the house itself looks like a Halloween decoration. The architecture is phenomenal. So they built off of that. And it's neat, but it's like every single house. And on Halloween night, you've got one of the houses down the street, they have an exterminator, and he'll be blowing out the, what looks like the pesticide and all the spiders. And so every house has its own special element. And they really come to life more so on Halloween.
That's really great.
Halloween itself, I'm just amazed with how many people. We handed out, 2,000?
It was 2,000 last year. Because I knew how many pieces were in the bag. So once I went through all the bags I made, and then I had the giant Costco-sized bags, and I was like, oh my goodness gracious. And there is a level of uncomfortable guilt
Yeah.
because there are other people in the neighborhood. We
Yeah.
didn't expect it to get this big,
Yeah.
but everybody's response has been really wonderful. I
Yeah.
was concerned
Mhm.
about that, but
Yeah.
because we didn't plan this, we just wanted to make people smile.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I think it's
But-
great. And it's happened organically. And that's
Yes.
really when the magic happens.
Yeah.
Now, let me just ask you, are you guys from this area originally? Where did you?
I am from Williamsport, Maryland, so that's
Okay,
about
not far.
30
Yeah.
minutes from here. Not that far at all.
Right?
Washington County.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. And you?
I was actually born in Japan. I'm from a Navy family and then married a naval
You made-
officer. And yeah, so made in Japan, I guess. And then my husband and I have moved 18 times. And when it came time to settle down for his current job, we were looking in Frederick area, came upon this area, and immediately it felt like home. I came from a small town and I'm like, okay, this is it. And then I met him and it was like, okay,
yeah, you knew it.
basically we're family, you know? So
Yeah.
it's nice having one of your best friends right next door,
That
especially
is
somebody who's a nut like you. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Love it. Yeah.
Halloween nut.
Well, we're so happy you settled on Frederick, both of you.
Well, thank you.
We're so grateful you guys have just taken this and run with it and been such great sports, allowing thousands of people to be entertained by your imagination.
Well, thank
and
you.
we look forward to seeing what happens next year.
Yeah, well,
Can't
that's I actually have the scenes planned for the next 3 years.
Do you really?
I do, and I do have to give a quick shout out to my husband. Excuse me,
That's okay.
because and that's him calling. Probably wondering where I am. He's the one who figures out the engineerings for some of my crazy ideas.
Oh,
Like, honey, I
excellent.
want 2 pirates battling from the second story of each of the houses, and
Yeah.
here you go. And then
Yeah.
he makes it happen. So,
That's
yeah.
amazing. That's
He's a
so
big
great. Now, when do the decorations come down?
I will probably have everything down by next weekend.
Okay, so you have a couple of days after Halloween at least to see.
We start
your
tear down sometimes Halloween night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we start
Yeah.
tear down sometimes Halloween night, but we
Okay.
might leave it up an extra day. We'll have to see how the
Okay.
schedule is.
All right, well, get out here Halloween night. We're on Skeleton Street. It's really West Second Street.
West Second
West
Street.
West Second
West
Street.
Second College, yeah.
Yeah, right at college, right near the tennis courts. You can't miss it. We drove up. This is Wednesday, and there's already lines of people checking things out, so you can come as well. And want to thank Tracy and Michael for their ingenuity and imagination. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it very much.
How fun is all of that? You got to take the whole family over to West 2nd Street, right near the tennis courts, downtown Frederick, kind of on the top end of Baker Park. You'll find it. Trust me, you'll see the cars. Use patience, use caution as people are darting across the street to see all these great things. But it is a sight to be seen. Want to thank you all for joining me today. Mama Cone was here, of course, and left her little mark. Stay warm and dry today. Yes, please do that. Appreciate all the support you guys have offered daily to watch this show. We're heading right into show 400 next week. And but I appreciate you all every single day. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing day. Let's get out there and let's be great.